Oh. The whole team is here. The whole fucking gang is here. So, Kyle's here, Drew's here, Max here, Donnie's obviously here, Ace is here. Who else? Everybody's here. So powerlifters are doing what powerlifters do. We are just getting pre down the hatch. We got 2 scoops of the Miami Vice, which I think I have 2 more tubs. I'm gonna give one away because I didn't think the flavor was so hot. I liked it, wasn't a fan of it. I'm still, Rocket Candy is still my shit. So we got 2 scoops of Miami Vice and a scoop of lemonade. Pump. So it's gonna be a rather spicy night. Whole team is here. So powerlifters doing what they're doing. I haven't started drinking pre yet. I'm gonna start drinking pre, warm up my back in the meantime. Everything's a little loose. There should be some good content tonight. I think Donnie's gonna one-up me on the back session. Should be pretty heavy. We're gonna start with T-bar rows, so that's gonna get exciting. Why is it so punched in? Oh, it's on active stabilization. That's sick. And there's also like chalk on the camera. Awesome. It's getting chilly. It's like 40 degrees. 40 fucking degrees. I'm in a sweater. I kind of like it though. So, warm up, get pre down the hatch. T-bar rows. It's gonna get heavy tonight. It's gonna get heavy. And there's some good energy, so we're packed in, we're ready to go. Let's move. How much was that?
508.
508.
Something very light.
That's higher than we can count. What are you working up to? Something very light. So I was like very, very light. Donnie's still working up. So single on his bench was at a 7. Dead's supposed to be at a 7. He might go up a tad more. So Donnie has a little, you said what, 8 weeks? So we have like a solid 8 weeks starting Monday-ish. So here's the thing, 8 weeks is just enough time to like not fuck around, but also just enough time to feel the pressure. So realistically, we're well within pocket. It's gonna, like I said, it's enough wanted pressure for him to push that much more. I'm gonna be helping him. We're doing all of this at night as well to keep him accountable. Me and him are gonna be running plans and stuff like that. Wherever I can give him advice in terms of bodybuilding and stuff like that. Powerlifting, I'm gonna let him do his thing. He has his numbers, he has his coach, and the whole 9 in terms of like hypertrophy work and volume work and cardio. And even like food stuff, I'll help him where I can help him. But Donovan's also smart enough to know where he lays, where his body's at. So we are safely at like, you said what, 191? 191? Yeah, so he's safely at like 191. He cleaned up just a tad, and that's where he's floating. So we're gonna get a little smarter with food as the week goes on. Drew's about to pull something nutty. So let's get it real quick. Bruh, I stopped recording for that. He needs more chalk. Power's there. He rode the floor mad fast. Not stressing it. But like I was saying, Donnie been up. You went up 10 kilos? So yes, 190. That's what we're saying. So we're roughly at about 190. He could clean up a little bit more. Like I said, he just kind of watched his diet the past 2 to 3 days. Dropped probably like a pound-ish, pound and a half of sodium, and like water weight arguably. He should roughly be, honestly, like lean body mass, he should probably be at like 189, 188 dry, but that's not, again, that's not realistic. So 191's a fair starting point. We're gonna push forward moving there. The goal is to, I don't know if we have a number in mind. The goal is just to look good, because a lot of times, you know what it is when it comes down to cutting and diets and shredding and yada yada, whatever fucking terminology you want to use, is we have a number set in mind. I did it with Greg too, is we have a number set in mind. right? You're 180, you're like, I want to get to 160, and in reality, you're like 20 pounds is fucking tank. So like, Donovan's obviously gaining muscle as he's cutting. He's a strong, mature, marinated athlete. So like, as time goes on, he's gonna realize that he probably doesn't want to lose as much as he wants to lose because he'll look better faster than the scale will move. Yes, that makes sense. It made sense in my head. So that's what we're going to be running. We're just going to gauge it week in and week out. If we have to push that much more, if we have to take a little less, do that much more cardio. So, and then we take it from there. But more importantly, in terms of accountability and integrity, we're going to be running the night sessions just so I'm holding myself accountable, he's holding himself accountable, and then we're holding ourselves accountable to you guys in terms of the journey on both ends as well.
Come on. Stay tight. Nice.
Wow,
How great. You in here?
I'm just a little content whore tonight.
Yes, sir.
Got like 40 minutes arresting me between everybody's sets and shit. Yo, you better redeem yourself, or I'm blocking you. Donnie pulled his last single. Greg's on bench. Drew's about to get this revenge. We got to go back to volume. Once Donnie's done, he's going to jump in on our back workout. We're just getting started. We're just primed up and warmed up and ready to go. And now the fun can begin.
Ain't no shot, bro. Ain't no shot.
And said there's pixie dust.
Sus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We just need a little pressure. A little pressure.
Just a little bit of chalk, that's all you need, bro.
The gang is moving. The gang is moving. Just fucking pitiful.
Going, bitch. How's your knee? Or is it your knee or your hip?
It's my disgusting back.
Oh! So we threw that one for a mix.
So we don't do... Yo, imagine you actually did back today.
No, I mean, I can't do back. I just like...
Was it your lower back?
Yeah. This is my right side.
That's fucked. Like you're a erector?
Yeah.
That's hot.
It sucks.
That's sick.
You gotta see me when I'm walking out of squat. I do the wobbles.
That's crazy. Yo, so it's so weird though because at the top of the movement you're kind of wonky.
Yes.
Yeah, because like out of the hole, because that's why I was like, it's not your hips anymore. But you know why it's not your hips anymore? Because when you were doing low bar, there's a lot more strain at the bottom of the movement because you're in like, yeah. I think naturally you were better for high bar, but I think I've been told you that since we were on the 4 a.m. sessions.
Yeah, my bar pad is definitely a lot cleaner.
Yeah. It looks like that much more of a range of motion because it's just like literally it feels like you're traveling forever.
100%.
Yeah. But it doesn't. I mean, I think arguably it looks a little better than your low
I
bar.
think so too. I mean, I'm just like nowhere near strong.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, the diary of a wimpy kid forever.
Diary of a bitch.
That's a universal term. Shit feels thick though.
What feels thick?
My fucking back feels swollen. I could have ate a little better, but I could have also ate a little worse. So we take it where we can get it. Now overall though, having a sick back pump is like highly underrated. Shit feels like fucking massive. Team like turtle shell.
Turtle shell.
Also straps are fucking god. Yo, another thing I want to pull out with back movements, or just in general, is I see a lot of people doing it. When you're doing movements like this, or anything that's requiring your elbow to travel beyond your back, you know, keeping it tight and packing it in, stop turning your torso. So when you're pulling, I know what you guys want to do, because I like taking it back to like the mature side of training. What you want to do is, yes, you want to squeeze, but what we confuse it with is we think this, because by the time we get here and we do this, we're working our back that much more. When in reality, if you keep a neutral spine point, and then you allow the lat to overextend, and then when you get to the neutral point, just pulling that much more actually gives you that much more back activation, or lat activation I should say, than actually twisting your torso. Because the reason why you feel it in your back when you twist your torso is because quite literally there's a load on your back, and there's a load on your back. That's fire.
Hey.
That's spicy.
What were we talking about?
I don't know. Cable rows, some lat pull downs, some face pulls, rear delts, and then we gotta hit biceps, baby. Definitely biceps. Exactly. That's it, man. I gotta get out of here. I'll see you later, brother. Photoception. I fucked up, guys. I let Donnie finish the entire workout. It's all right. See you when I see you. I fucked up, so a friend needed help, Max needed help. Not Max directly, but friend needed help, so I kind of sat down and talked to him. And look, you gotta understand that, like, as a friend and as all that, like, I literally stopped working out. We did the cable rows, and I sat down for 2.5 hours to talk, or no, I'm sorry, 2 hours to talk to Max. And that's sometimes what you need to do. So Donnie finished up. Might be a little bit of shitty work. It was weird, because, like, the vibes were super high, and, like, everybody's in the gym, and now, like, the gym is completely empty. But we're gonna finish up the workout, and I'm gonna break out the handy tripod right now. So so after the cable rows, we're doing lat pull downs, we're gonna do face pulls, we're gonna smash some biceps. But I'm gonna set the tripod up, I'm gonna finish out the video as best I can. We hit a bump on the road, it is what it is. Max, we love you, I know you're watching. But let's finish this workout up, and let's get the fuck out of here, because it's already 12 o'clock. Frame, sick. So rear delt flies, rear raises and biceps. We're just kind of supersetting everything because your boy fucked up tonight. But it is what it is. Not for nothing though, the energy was super fucking great today. Drew was still deadlifting. Greg is here. Donnie obviously left, but you literally gotta roll with it. Max, if you guys don't know him, actually I don't think I've shown him, but he hasn't been on the channel, but co-owner of Tough Cuts, and super good friend of mine. We've helped him a lot along the path, just his life, business ownership, all that, the whole nine. And basically we just had a super good chat with him and kind of distracted the workout. But other than that, we just kind of, we fucked up the workout. But look, workout's good. I didn't necessarily feel, I wasn't necessarily having a shitty session, I wasn't having a good session, but Max needed me. Max needed the aid. He needed to hear some certain things that I needed to hear growing up, and that's just the name of the game, honestly. It's not like fuck the gym. Like, seriously, I mean that. It's not, if stuff is not right outside of the gym, then you're never gonna have it right inside the gym. You gotta handle, look, a lot of times we can leave that shit at the door. But look, if you can't, you can't, and it pours in, it overflows. It's a compounding effect. That shit rolls into here. And you're not thinking clearly, you're not connected, you're not like into the workouts, and I can't even, like, words like mind muscle connection and RPE and this and that, they don't even fucking matter when you're going through shit. So a lot of times the best way to go through shit is to grow through it, right? For a lack of, like, I don't know what you call that, but just like play on words. There's a terminology for it, but my mind's fried right now. But going through it and growing through it are just, they're very one and the same and interchangeable in that aspect. So we really gotta, to see Max and Pete go through what they're going through, it's just, they're both like super, super good friends. So I don't wanna see either of them or just lose their ways. But like a lot of times you have to, and the moral of the story is if someone's going through it, I'm very like, just shut the fuck up, get in the room, cry about it for a day or two, and then just like figure it out. Like just very like, but then like a lot of people need like the pick me up, the motivation, the this, the that. So everybody grows through a little differently. There's no one right way or the other, but just trying to do my part to help Max and do what I can do. And just give him the best advice for him. Because a lot of times like with friendships and this and relationships and that, like it can get very convoluted, and we can very, just because we love our friends and stuff like that, it almost like hinders our progress, and we don't really want to, you don't want to do that. You want to respect yourself enough not to hinder the progress or aid of someone else. Yo, you coming tomorrow? Yeah, I'll see you. And yo, literally like everybody's leaving. But you just don't want to, you don't want it to take such a toll on you that like it ends up like weighing on you and you fuck up your dreams and your visions and this and that. But that also doesn't mean like you make the other person feel like shit just because they're going through something. Let them go through it. You do what you gotta do. They do what they gotta do. And then who knows, maybe in the future you cross paths again or you don't. But the line between like business and friendship is just like, it's very, very, very fine if you don't have that maturity or that conclusion of just like, if the business doesn't work, we're still friends, or like, if the business strives and like we're not gonna, you know, like we're only gonna be friends if the business strives. So it's just like, there's a fine line. It's why people say like family and business or friends and business don't really go together. And on the contrary, it very much does. It's just you and the party and the people involved have to be mature enough to understand that. So I don't know where this video is gonna go because we're not working out, but Drew's still fucking deadlifting, which is unbelievable. It's like 2 hours later, a life-changing conversation. Oh man. I mean, the workout was great though, so I'm gonna finish up the workout and wrap it up. Look guys, this is raw. This is as good as it gets. Code Yanni right here. Code Yanni, baby, right here. It's more than just a gym. It's a lifestyle. Gang shit. All right, well, boys. We officially burned through a session, and by burned through, oh, my son Drew, always holding it down. So we officially burned through a session, and by burned through a session, I mean, this is definitely yours too. This is yours? I'm fucking dead. Drew came with the goods. I'm fucking dead. Yo, Nature Valley. Yo, he's got the solid one too. That shit's fire. So we officially burned through a session, and by burned through, I mean like we literally wasted it. I mean, we didn't really waste it. Like I said, Max needed help and aid in that aspect. I know we burned it because Drew had like 6 singles, and now I'm never here with Drew this long to see him start accessories, and Drew is starting accessories. So we definitely fucked up, but like I said, I've wasted time on shit that didn't matter as much as tonight mattered. So we took the L in the gym, but we helped Max. So like I said, I wouldn't have changed anything. The reason why I sat down with him is because subconsciously I knew I was going to burn the workout. I didn't want to rush through the talking phase or just like helping him, etc., but it is what it is. We'll be back in here tomorrow. If Donnie pulls up, I believe we'll be recording, but let's just go say bye to Drew real quick, and we'll wrap this video up.
Drew's not cut out for the volume.
This is the honest work right here, boy. This is right here.
Oh God. So that wraps up tonight. Look, this is how this channel goes. If you guys know, if you guys are new, shit like this happens. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I was gonna discard this entire video because I'm like, damn, we started the video mad high energy, etc., and we definitely didn't do what I say we were gonna do. The session definitely went on. Kyle, Drew, all the guys that I think now have been not formally introduced, but like you've seen on the channel. Those are my guys. That's who we grew with. That's who, going back to like the first vlog, or like the first midnight vlog that we did, in terms of like that energy and stuff like that. I almost wish like you kind of heard the conversation that me and Max had, but that was a little personal, so tis what it is. But not really upset, like I said, because we burned sessions for dumber purposes, and tonight was not one of those nights. So I hope Max and Pete figure it out for their sanity in terms of just being mature and making the proper decision. But the sessions do be like that, guys. It really is like that. Like I said, figure that shit out outside of the gym. Don't bring it into the gym. Just like don't bring anything else. Don't bring just like bad relationships or past things into like the following relationships and et cetera, like your life and stuff like that. Because if you don't, you know what, we'll end it here. If you don't heal what hurt you, you're gonna end up bleeding on the people that don't deserve it. That's a spicy one. I love you guys. Comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.